People is proud to present the 40 Days for FinTechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, which is leading the way in advocating for technology that promotes financial inclusivity. Since 2020, we've profiled over 100 FinTechs, and our inaugural edition in Tanzania is shining a spotlight on those breaking down digital barriers and transforming lives for the better.
I'm Tony Misokia, co-founder and a director at Laina Finance. So we're specializing in embedding microcredit into any transaction. And since 2019, we've been in collaboration with Vodacom Tanzania and different mobile operators, banks in Tanzania, and also insurance companies, basically focusing on embedding microcredit to enable their customers to buy goods or pay for services while paying on installments. So pretty much it's a credit embedded to any transaction point. So the customer who wants to have access to, let's say, for example, the customer wants to buy insurance. Like I'll speak an example of one of our recent partnership where the customer wants to buy insurance for their motorbike or bajaji, and they will dial the USSD of bank, which is the CRDB Bank USSD. And once they dial that, they are able to, instead of paying the full amount of the insurance premium, they are able to pay, first of all, the initial payment, and then they pay 1,000 shillings on a daily basis until they complete their payment. So that, breaking it down into small amounts, is what we have specialized into to enable to address the affordability challenges that are faced by most of the customers when they want to pay for any services or goods they want to buy. Similarly, if you want to buy, for example, a handset, a mobile phone, walk into Vodacom shops or some of the partner shops that we have that are selling handsets, smartphones, they have access to our system. So when a customer walks in there, they give their information. That information is keyed into our system. The customer is prompted to give a consent. Once we receive the consent, we analyze and generate a payment plan for that customer to pay for the service that they wanted to buy or product that they wanted to buy. And once they accept, they pay initial deposit to us, and then the shop is paid instantly the full amount of the product price. So you can access it through either going into any of the partner places we have, or dialing our USSD *150*47, or downloading our mobile application, which are both available in Android and iOS. We've seen the way availability of credit at the transaction point can transform and empower people into their lives. If your salary is, let's say, 100,000, it doesn't make economic sense to spend all of it on one item at once, while you can pay 12,000 for the next 6 months. You use Laina to increase your purchasing power and your disposable income. So the payment plan is based on affordability for the customer, based on how much they've been spending on their mobile money or how much they receive as the average income. How, in terms of, we validate what is the income of that customer, either through using the mobile money or through the formal channels that they're using. And then the second criteria we look into is the customer must have a national ID, because that becomes the unique identifier and it keeps the record. And also we look at the credit referencing. So we always reference every facility that we give, so that, for example, if a customer has defaulted to pay from their previous obligation, then they are denied to have access to facility through our system. But the main challenges, among the challenges we're facing, I would say the space itself is capital intensive, so you need a lot of access to funding options. And then the second part is on the decision making, especially from the funding partners. It takes longer than the opportunity we are seeing. As a country, as Tanzania, we're not able to attract investment in the fintech space. Most of the fintechs that have been able to raise funds, they're no longer registered here. So, which means we still have a long way to go in terms of securing investment. Even though investment is just one aspect, it's a resource. Like any money is just a resource within the proper, like a overall like ecosystem. So it's still, we still have a long way to go in terms of the policies. We need to do quite a lot in that space. We seriously underestimate the power of visibility of our brands, and you find most of the fintech startups focusing on building a solution and pitching at one place at another, and you go into a boardroom, someone say like, we've never heard of your company. So I think this is what 4040 is actually creating. So more information about Laina is available on our website at www.lainafinance.co.tz.
Join us in this financial inclusivity revolution, presented in partnership with Level 1 Project, Information and Communication Technologies Commission ICTC, Founders Academy, Cyber PLC Academy, Cross-Leg Technologies, Infitex, Ideation Corner, and the Moduloop Foundation, with generous support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Follow hashtag 40 Days for the FinTechs, hashtag Level 1 Project to learn more and get involved in creating a brighter financial future for all.